Hello and welcome to Clash of the Masterminds. I'm your host, SeoULStEaL, and today we're bringing you one of my replays from one of my accounts. At the bottom left, we have ourselves the red Protoss. It is heywo. At the top right, we have ourselves our hero for today. It is none other than me, Burnt Pope, aka SeoULStEaL. So yeah, the idea behind the name Burnt Pope, it's I have a friend named Burnt Soap. And so I generally do tend to make meme names of people I'm friends with or people I know. So instead of Burnt Soap, kind of get the idea. Burnt Pope. We're going to start off here with heywo trying to deny my expansion. And I send one drone, but I'm like, I don't really want to necessarily fall behind. So I send another drone down. But you put the pylon down. I'm just thinking, oh, hell no. You're not slowing me down. I'm going to my third. But then heywo decides to cancel the pylon, and I take the natural anyway. So now it was all for nothing. I got pool first, and my expansion. heywo on the other side of the map, getting his nexus down, and then he's gonna get his cybernetics core here momentarily. You can't do much without it. Here I am going and getting a gas, and same overlords across the map. Not a whole lot that's going on as of yet. Protoss is getting themselves a second gas. Not unusual in the slightest. Making a zealot, though, kind of unusual these days, considering that a lot of Protosses these days do choose to go for the adept. The adept is generally a better unit early on. Zealot's usually a, oh no, I'm about to freaking die, I need to get this unit out moment. Or you make charge loss. Those are only like a couple scenarios that you usually see a zealot being made. And this looks like a really wide wall. I feel like this was misplaced, but his life, not mine. Anyway, I'm getting myself a third base over here. And gangling speed. And spraying them poop creamers. Protoss friend on the other side, though. Getting yourself a Stargate. Stargate play, also, again, not unusual. It's a fairly popular choice these days. You probably won't see many games without Protoss going Stargate against Zerg. But when you do, those are the real treats. That's when you get yourself a really interesting game nowadays. And Protoss is now reinforcing as well, fixing it up. I think he may have noticed, oh, I need 2 units to block my wall. Let me fix that right now. Add another pylon. So I do like this. Definitely worth it. The last thing you want to do is get a Ling run by it, like say right now, or a Ling bust, and oh, well, the Lings could just slip right past through. All this stuff, and now the Adepts are shading out. They weren't really homies with that Zealot, and they're going across the map. I'm still on my side of the map, making queens and spreading more poop creamers. If you're wondering why I'm calling them poop creamers, so there was this YouTuber, and he used to call his series Noobcast, NUUB cast, and he used to cast some games with his daughter back in the early days of Wings and Liberties, and his daughter would call creep tumors poop creamers. So I've been calling them that ever since I heard that, because I just think it's funny. It's kind of like it made me think about how like little cute nicknames like that for some certain stuff. Reminds me of, say, like Carbot, and we have the Oracle coming in, getting 2 drone kills. The devs did do quite a decent job though. Also, killing 8 workers in total so far. That's really good for the Protoss. He did a pretty good job at dropping me down a peg. Hopefully, I won't get pegged here momentarily. But my lane's coming on in here. I don't see a third base. This is what I'm thinking. I don't see a third base. Is he hiding it somewhere on the map that I'm not scouting yet? And so I'm just paranoid as hell. I'm like, man, he's got to either take it. He must have either hidden a base or he's delaying it for some reason. We have ourselves a Void Ray coming on over here, heading to my 4th base I had just taken. This Oracle getting spat on. We have ourselves the Queen dance. I don't know if you saw that. The Queen was wiggling her feet, trying to get to the Oracle. Now the Void Ray coming on in wants to kill my Overlords, my precious Overlords. But Queen's gonna be hawking loogies at the Void Ray. Void Ray trying to be cute and stutter step away from the Queen's butt. It is going to get scared off. It's gonna get thwarted away. You have no choice but to get out. And so we can see here the Protoss division, they are aware of all 4 bases now. My vision, I'm aware still that Protoss. Oh, see, I just now saw that Protoss was taking themselves a 3rd base. So this is when I sent the Lings in. That's weird. I just realized something. On this top step here, I don't know if you guys noticed that. The Zerglings were running through the top step, so they weren't running over it. They were running through it, so they were going invisible for a second there. Since they were going under the texture. Anyway, that's not important. We have ourselves a big old warping of Adepts and Stalkers and Sentries. Yeah, a little bit of everything mixed in this. That's pretty neat. And we do have a Robo now, so we have Robo Stargate. With Blink on the way, this Void Ray trying to find more Overlords that are around the map. And we have ourselves a Robo Bay now. Coming on in here. So, Protoss wants to... I'm gonna guess they want to get either Observer Speed or... Well, they're going for Colossus. So, with range, we have ourselves a big old army of Ling Hydra heading across the map now. The Void Ray does nearly die to the Ling Hydra, but we don't get it. And now we might have ourselves a little fight here. Lings do see the army, but they are going to run away, and the Hydra's regrouping down here. But no, I make the smart call, and I'm like, nope, not gonna waste my army and give them a chance to just come kill me. Sometimes you have to choose your battles wisely, and sometimes it involves getting the heck out. Just gotta get out. You don't want to just throw your army fighting an uphill battle, literally. You know, fighting up a ramp against a Protoss who can force field and who has Colossus. Not worth it. You're better off just going back home, making yourself stronger, come back at a later day. If anything, come back when you have Vipers or Lurkers to help siege. And yes, you could even make the argument, attack from 2 angles. Well, both these ramps are secured by the Protoss's army. There you get 1 force field here and 3 force fields here, and there's nothing I could do except die. And then if I do a full surround, like over coming up this ramp here, well, I mean, he doesn't have that many force fields, but he does have the advantage of high ground and for most of the angles there. And we have ourselves a nice storm coming in then from me. The Protoss doesn't, he's not aware of it. And now I'm getting a 5th base behind this attack. Now these Lings are gonna do some decent damage to these zealots. They might clear them out. The Colossus does come up here to help defend against this. War of the Worlds is real. If you guys don't know what War of the Worlds is, check it out. There's the old movie from back in the, what was it, 1950s? And then there's the Tom Cruise remake back in early 2000s. The Hydra's now coming on in here. They want to come in and try to snipe some unit. We get the Void Ray and the Stalker and the new Stalkers, but then we need to get the hell out. This Protoss is gonna rip us a new one if we don't leave now. And Protoss actually wants to pursue. They didn't like what we did there. This Protoss feels fairly confident. He's got a Disruptor and a Void Ray. He doesn't have charge yet. It doesn't look like, it looks like he wants to kill his own Zealot right there, though. As you can tell if the Zealots have legs or not, if they have their Nike shoes on. And we have ourselves a nice little stutter stat battle here between Hydras off creep, well, half off, half on creep, and then the Protoss army. We have two Colossus that are fairly scary against these Hydras. We have a Spire on the way with 2/2 for my Hydra army. It's almost all, actually it is all Hydra at this point. There are no more Lings mixed in with it. I believe the Lings are probably, no, they're all dead though, we're in the Nidus. And we have ourselves a Protoss attack. Here come the Disruptor shots, beautiful Disruptor shots. Not sure how many Hydras fell there. I remember I was trying to split my units and sometimes it just doesn't work out how you want it to. Now we have some Roaches getting mixed in here. Roaches coming in later than when they normally would. And we have a Lurker Den that just complete, so we have some Lurkers morphing in. It's morphing time. And the Lurker's gonna burrow, maybe? Yes? Get the hell out! Nope. I failed with splitting there too, unfortunately. Even when I was on my own creep. We're gonna lunge ourselves forward here. Lurkers are... I actually did not know that he had observers still. So that's why it was a little bit, well, I do now, but it was a little confusing there why he didn't just push forward. And the Lurker is totally exposed at the moment, so the Disruptors could get fair, easy shots on them. And, yeah. Well, at the same time, I forgot, I did do a Ling drop right here. So, I have the option of having a Nidus, but I also used an Overlord drop, a Dropper Lord to take care of this. And right now, I did a little bit of an engage. I wanted to bait out, but then this is when I also learned that Protoss has got Storm. I wanted to bait out the Disruptor shots, but I ended up getting more than just that. I got more than what I could chew. These Lings finally getting cleaned up. And this Protoss is tired of aggression happening on that ledge, so they put up some cannons and some shield batteries. Now we have some Corruptors on the way. We have 6 Corruptors in total. We have Lurker Burrow coming on by. I'm getting myself a 6th base on the way, while also fortifying my 5th. Protoss, they got their 4th base established. They got a nice half wall, or like 3/4 wall, I should say. And now my army is coming on up over here, and we are repositioning. We're taking a different approach, going to attack at a different angle, and burrowing the Lurkers. Here we go. Bile's on the way, gonna target those cannons and those shield batteries. These Corruptors. Oh shit! Well, we only took a Lurker loss in that one, in that Disruptor shot, it looks like. But we're trying to keep ourselves spread out. I remember in this game I was struggling with my control groups. They were screwing up. So I was like, alright, I'm just gonna have to it then if this game doesn't want me to have proper control groups. I was trying to like you know, put them how I normally would, and it just felt alien to me. And now we have beautiful storms dropping on top of my army. Piles on the way, more storms coming on in. We have some Overlords doing a flyby. They're just checking out, being kind of curvy, seeing what's going on. Warp Prism is so close to dying. And I am still, like, mostly maxed out. Mostly. Not quite yet. But, like, here I am with a tiny little army. Freaking intimidating this big-ass Protoss Death Ball here. This Protoss Death Ball is kind of like a Swiss Army knife. They have a little bit of everything mixed in. You know, and, oh, Lurker and a Ravager. That poor Ravager just did a big old leap before dying. And now, this is when I make my retreat, and Protoss acquires the high ground again. Now they are, well, looks like they do want to come on down and give us a nice little fight here. Disruptor Ball does go on now and connects with nothing. There's a Lurker that's burrowed there, just checking things out. And Protoss wants to head to the south. My poor poop creamer queen dies. And now the Protoss wants to push forward, trying to push my creep back, wants to remove as much of my vision as possible for them. And yeah, Protoss is making the retreat. I tried to remember to actually use get rid of those roaches and use them to counterattack, but I failed miserably. These lings coming on over. And now Protoss is doing a mass recall to this 4th base, but I GTFO as fast as I can. More High Templars warping in at the 3rd base. Protoss is going to lose some of these Zealots, but in exchange they get all of my Zerglings. Actually, those 2 Zealots stayed alive the entire... Dang. It's pretty good. I forgot that that's what happened. I got wrecked. Broodlords and Lurkers are now out on the field. We got this one Lurker being a pain in the butt. We have all these spiny boys here. Protoss pushing my creep back to the north. Pushing my creep back by quite a bit, actually, everywhere. But we have Lurkers and spiny boys now. We have Disruptor shots. Oh, no. Oh, man. This game... It felt bad when you took those when I took those disruptor hits. It felt pretty bad. I was like, man, why can't I not freaking get my armies to get the hell away from them? I'm just attracted to them, I guess. The Broodlords are finally revealed, and the Protoss, it's like, oh hell no, you can't have that come attack me. I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me. Storm's coming on down. Colossus killing all my Hydras. Disruptors do clean up the Colossus though, but we have more Archons now warping on in, or merging together. They're morphing. Couldn't think of the right word I wanted to use, but they're morphing. And now Protoss is on the full retreat, while also trying to secure themselves a 5th base. Disruptor shot does clear out a Lurker or 2 that was trying to morph. And now these Corruptors are on the retreat. I am now on the retreat yet again, while Protoss is pushing forward with Stalkers and Archon, and their Warp Prism did just die. My poor queen wants to die. She wanted to speak her mind and hawk some loogies. Protoss wants to take this base as well, but these Lurkers did deny it by quite a bit. Just a single creep tumor. And this army, this Protoss army, not as large as it was once before. Not as strong as it was before. We have some more Broodlords on the way. Some nice transfuses on my Corruptors to bring them back, top them off. And we have a Ling run by to the north, along with, I believe I bring Lurkers with me in this one. But here we go. Broodlords moving on. Moving on down. Pushing forward. Oh, that's right. Okay, so yeah, I brought my army to help secure the ground down here. My Corruptors help protect the Broodlords from the air units, and Mass Lings to protect my Broodlords from the ground attack. So we have Broodlings and Zerglings here to help with the Broodlords. Unfortunately, the Broodlords were in range there, and I lost one. Oh, Disruptor Ball does go out. We have some more Broodlords morphing on in. And now we have a bunch of Zerglings in here. doing terrible, terrible damage with the Broodlords now. Blink, the Protoss does blink forward to try to snipe as many Broodlords as they can, but they're gonna lose a lot of their Stalkers here. 4 Broodlords are morphing on in. We have a lot of Corruptors now just hanging out. They could be pissing on this the Stargates, but they choose not to. Mostly because I chose not to. Don't know why, but I chose it. And now these Broodlords are gonna go down. We're down to one last Broodlord, and there's nothing to happen here. Nothing to happen here. Oops, sorry about that. Oh yeah, I have 2 more Broodlords. Huh. Well, I have 1 more Broodlord and Corruptors, and we have more lanes here. Now I'm on the retreat while Protoss wants to push forward. I do get myself a 7th base in the meantime. These lurkers are still here, and now we're going to reposition our spiny boys here. And Protoss, 5 bases versus 7 base Zerg. This is it's quite a treat here. Now Protoss wants to get themselves a 6th base, and they're not just any old 6th base. They want to get a forward base, and their neighbor is my creep. My creep being fairly close to their 6th base. They would need to position themselves there. But in the meantime, we have ourselves a Ling lurker attack coming in from the north, clearing out this 5th base here, clearing out all the defenses, and there's going to be nothing left of this base here momentarily. These Lings ravaging the mineral line, while at the same time Protoss tried to lunge forward into the spiny boys, but they were met with spines and Broodlords. Lurker Ling doing terrible, terrible damage to this base, and now they're pushing forward. Just kidding, they're heading down the south. But yeah, these spines and Broodlords doing a pretty decent job here. We have some Lings splitting off. This 6th base wants to get, we want to clear this base out. I'll try to do a run by into the main. A lot of Blink Stalkers with lurkers lunging forward. These Stalkers decided to attack their own simulator. These Lings are hanging out in the main though. I forget what that's called. I keep calling it Destructor Balls, but if anybody, well, I mean, I could look up the name myself, but I keep forgetting what they're called. Mostly because, yeah, I guess you could say I don't care as much. But anyway, we have those Ling Ultra Lurker Broodlord Corruptor pushing on forward at this 6th base here. The Disruptor Ball does kill some Lings, but I think some of their own units as well. And then GG well played is called, and we take the game. I know I missed some things. I actually missed some things that I myself did. This Ling run by was coming over here and nibbling on some stuff eventually. And yeah, but this main attack here was fairly scary. We had creep up to the 6th base that the Protoss, in fact, it was a little bit further, but Protoss pushed the creep back a little bit. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. This was a game that I was streaming when I got raided. Like Florence and I had just finished doing team games, and I just jumped right into ones without any, like, with the warm-up of team games, which is a completely different ball game compared to 1v1. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys would mind clicking that like, subscribe, and the bell notification, and leave a comment on how you think about these casts, what you think I could do differently, what you like, what you don't like, or just say, hey, PogChamp, you know, whatever in the comments. I'd greatly appreciate it. So yeah, if you would like me to cast your replays, if you would like me to cast your replay, you can email me at seoulreplays@gmail.com or join my Discord and just post a replay in the StarCraft 2 stuff section, and I will happily cast your replay, and I will upload it to YouTube. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this game. I know I had fun playing it, and yeah, I'll see you guys at the next one. Take it easy.
Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed that video just now. If you wouldn't mind clicking that like, subscribe, and the bell notification down below, really appreciate it. Also, be sure to follow me on my Twitter and Twitch.